Well, now that I've spent over 35 hours in Arcade Paradise VR, I thought I would give a little bit of my thoughts. Absolutely love this game. I'm 45 years old at the time of making this. And so I grew up in the 80s and 90s going to arcades and hanging out. And so this game is really a dream for me. It might not be for everybody. It starts off with a laundromat that you have to convert into an arcade. And this is my final arcade after I've completed just about everything. When I first started playing the game, a lot of times the machines would break down, and there's a lot of things you have to do, like collecting the money. So as the game progresses here, let me take you into my office. Over here is kind of the main computer, set up like an old 90s computer. You can shop for upgrades that make your life a lot easier, and of course I've purchased everything. You can purchase records. You can even play solitaire, just like the old-fashioned days. Minesweeper. It's got a great story, and there's a lot more to do than just play the arcade games. I would give it a 9 out of 10 for someone like me. The only thing keeping it from getting a 10 is that it doesn't have a co-op and I can't hang out here with my friends. There are so many games to play. There's even games within the games within the games. Back in the early 90s, I became obsessed with virtual reality when I first tried virtuality, which looked just like this, and the fact that I can go in VR and then play VR within VR. I mean, come on. How is this not absolutely amazing? And some of them are knockoffs of classics, like Frogger, for example. That's not a bad thing, though, and you can compete with your friends on the leaderboards. But there are about 20 games that I come back to all the time, just to keep trying to play and outdo myself. And some of the games are a little more VR AF, if you know what I mean. You know, games like air hockey. Zombat 2 is definitely one of the games that you can come back and play repeatedly, because it's not easy. If you're really old like I am, you can even play some Pong. But it also has 90s style beat 'em ups. I mean, come on, the game even has Wood Guy Golf, an entire golf game with 3 courses to choose from. I really hope they continue with the DLC or consider making a sequel that takes place a few years later. Oh wow, look, it's getting dark out. If you want to beat the game, no pun intended, you're going to spend like 20, 30 hours to get through it all. So it's not a game that's short either. So you're definitely getting some value out of it. So come on down to the Arcade Paradise where you can play Communists from Mars.